Hi, Gemini. Happy birthday, happy solar return, and happy new moon. I'm filming this on your new moon. And this new moon is so important because it's a fresh new moon. What I mean by that is we just had a bunch of eclipses, and this is the first new moon without all of that energy, that kind of karmic energy. And also, if you look at the ephemeris today, for where the new moon is, all the planets are trailing your new moon. So they're all kind of following you. You're the leader here. Your energy is leading the pack, so to speak, here. And so, however you decide to handle a situation, I'm hearing however you decide to feel inside will lead the rest. So, if you're having a conflict or you're engaging in some kind of delicate situation, know that no matter how it seems on the surface, you set the tone and they will follow. Okay, so however you want it to turn out, however you want things to end up, will be. There might be some resistance, but energetically, there will be like others following suit, others coming to you, or others agreeing with you. Okay, I feel like this is intuitive. Okay, like this message is totally intuitive. But I feel like others will be agreeing with you. Maybe not in the moment, but they will see your side. They will understand where you're coming from. They will understand your perspective. And I'm hearing like a sigh of relief. It's like, finally, they get it. Because Gemini, let's be honest, you're not always the easiest person to understand, right? Even to yourself sometimes. Because you're so complicated. And I have a Gemini moon, so I'm speaking from my own experience as well. But people will understand. And the reason they're going to understand, this is very strong, this message, is because you are speaking now. Maybe this is, you always have, but I'm hearing you're speaking now with compassion, with vulnerability, and willingness to change. That's so beautiful. This is like right in the heart chakra, okay? I'm feeling others will see something in you that is softer than they typically see. They'll just pick up that your intentions in a conversation, I heard battle, in a conversation, a negotiation, something with a lot of tension is good. It's pure. It's coming from a place in which you want to elevate, you want to ascend, you want to progress. You're not trying to go backwards. I'm hearing spiraling back. That's not what you're trying to do. And for someone here, maybe a group of you, there is someone in your life that kind of, I'm seeing something being twisted here. It's like they take you back, or almost like they make you think that you're taking them back. I don't know how else to say that. I'll leave that there. It feels kind of like a communication issue of sorts, okay? But I feel as though you are speaking from the heart, you are thinking from the heart, and you are feeling from the heart. Now I got a card to check on your energy here, and it is Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Now, I'm not going to lie, Gemini, I do feel a little bit of chaos at this time. And it could be when you're watching this video, or it could be coming up, could be for the month, could be until the full moon comes around. I'm not exactly sure. It could be 15 days here. But there is a little bit of dirt being stirred up. So I pulled out the book to see what this card was talking about. And I just wanted to read this a couple lines here, because it really speaks to what I am feeling here. I'm being guided to communicate with you. It says, stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. So this is talking about here how conflict and messiness and awkwardness and difficult conversations and tension, and sometimes like a rift in communication, is the catalyst for change. That stirring up of things that we'd rather let settle, those things that we don't want to maybe face sometimes, or we don't want to see, or we don't want to talk about. when we do get them all stirred up and bring them out into the open and let things get messy and complicated, that's when we know what we're working with. And that's when we know what we need to change, what we need to shift, what we need to let go of, and what we don't. You know? So any conflicts you have, I'd say in these next 2 weeks, know that they are part of this transformation, this shift, this initiation, this rite of passage you are going through, as well as your leadership. There's something very strong right now about you being a leader, both to yourself, okay? And I'm hearing have a party. I don't know if that's literal, but it's like enjoy time. I feel like it's enjoy time with yourself. You know, create a beautiful evening for yourself. Make a beautiful meal, put on some music that you really like, dance around, do something just you. Okay, and your guides. And I'm hearing and your guides. Okay, invite them too. But and your guides, like cultivate that special relationship that you have with transformative energy. This has something to do with stepping into leadership. When you're a leader, more often than not, there's a certain kind of solitariness that comes along with being a leader. Like you have the pack and then there's the leader. And sometimes the pack doesn't really hang out with the leader, right? Because you have to keep up your authority in one way or another. And so there's something here about that, about getting comfortable with yourself here and that new energy, and understanding that not everybody's always going to want to or be able to lead you. I'm hearing. Interesting. I was going to say be an equal, but it's not. It's to lead you. So remember, if you feel a little bit lost about what you're doing, or even in a relationship, no one's going to be able to lead it but you. Okay, let's get into the cards. It's kind of a strange message. I hope that got out there as it needed to. I trust it did. Okay, so let's get into it, Gemini. So I chose a new moon manifestation spread here. So we'll just see what it has to say. So spirit guides, can we get a message here for Gemini? I'm hearing equinox. I don't know what that's about, considering we are not at one, but maybe that's a significant timing for you. Okay, spirit guides. What does Gemini need to know? I heard refrigerator and I saw something red. I don't know what that's about. What's that about? It's it won't leave my vision here. Let's roll the dice and see what the dice say about that. Refrigerator and red. What's the message with that? Gemini, Mercury, and the 5th house. Okay. Something you need to communicate here or think about when it comes to, I was almost going to say daily routines, but that's not the 5th house. Could be daily routines though, but something about your play and your pleasure. What's the 5th house talking about? Scorpio, 10th house, and Mercury. Oh. Okay, so the fridge here is a metaphor about how you store, it's like the storage of your energy, right? So food is our energy and we put it in a fridge. So it's around that kind of metaphor here. I'm also seeing the letter P, but it's like, what energies have you stored, or what energies do you have available to you? There's something old you need to get rid of in your fridge. Maybe this is actually, I don't know. Everything is connected. So maybe this is actually, but could of course be metaphorically. if you've changed careers or are wanting a career shift, or have even turned down some kind of job, there's something you have. Maybe it's an email, maybe it's like actual documents that you need to get rid of if you can. This is very strange and specific. Also, there's something about public image here. So something on social media. This all has to do with your transformation, because the old energy that was you is drifting away. It's going away. But there's something around you. It could be social media. It could be in your emails. It could be something you're holding on to that is impacting the new way you communicate or the new way people communicate with you. So don't like try to update, refresh, like facelift, I'm hearing. Refresh your image to reflect who you are now. I don't know. Something like this here. And red is like the root chakra. So it's like the root energy. This is going to create a big shift here, whatever this is talking about. I know this is strange. Okay, let's move on, Spirit. Okay, you'll have to let me know if that resonates. Let's get the rest of the cards. Perfect. Okay, so what have you released, Gemini? The 9 of Wands. I'm hearing, I don't know, this is just what I'm hearing. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but continuing the one-armed fight, and I'm seeing obviously one arm here. It's like trying to do something. Yeah. One second, Gemini. It's listening to other people is what you're releasing. Taking the lead of someone else, like having them kind of direct you. You see that 5 of Cups? It's like she's listening to a singing bowl there. But that's not how you hold a singing bowl. That will actually stop the vibration there. Yeah, it's like listening to someone at a place of disadvantage. Maybe you can't communicate back, or maybe they don't understand what you're saying. It's a very frustrating, non-cooperative energy that you were dealing with here with someone else. Maybe somebody who, they would shut down or something like this. They're not very self-reflective. And I feel like you were really trying to protect yourself or defend yourself from this energy, but at the same time, it's like you had your ear open to see if like anything would come through there. Any kind of resonance from that, which doesn't necessarily mean you were waiting for someone to say something like literally, but it's like you were waiting for something, to learn, to hear something about that. But you're letting that go. I'm hearing you rule the hands because your hands are needed somewhere else. Your energy is needed somewhere else. I'm also seeing like carrots here. I don't know. Maybe somebody was dangling a carrot here and you've said no to that. Where are you now? 4 of Cups. This is that place I'm talking about where it feels a little bit like, a little bit of dissatisfaction here with the energies. There's a level of exhaustion as well. there's also, you might find it's like you're having difficult conversations here. Part of it's because Mercury is retrograde, but you're having difficult conversations, and you might feel like you're not getting through, but you are. You really are. Because what's emerging within you right now is the 10 of Cups. It's pure happiness and bliss. It could be in a partnership with someone else, in a relationship, could be with friends, could be with family. But it's completion in the sense of understanding really how to make yourself happy and what makes you happy. Going from the 4 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, that's like a massive jump. Like, how do you do that, right? And so I think you are doing that, but you're kind of, how do I say this? It's like you feel like you are at a place where you're frustrated. For someone, I am hearing bitter. Someone might feel bitter here. You feel like, all this dust being stirred up in your life, where all these challenging conversations are just setting you back. You're just not happy with something, really. It's the best way to say it. You're just not happy, but you're not realizing that there's something else going on here in the process. It's almost like you're not meant to know how powerful this conversation that you're having with someone, or this thing that you're struggling with, really, like your role in it. You're not supposed to know how powerful that is. But you will understand it in time. You will understand how that feeling of melancholy or that feeling of frustration was paramount and essential to bring you to a place of happiness. If you're in a relationship and you're having relationship problems and you're having conversations about the issues, this is really, really good. And it might not feel like it, but it is going to make a huge difference. And this goes for any kind of relationship that you have. You have to give it some time after the conversation to let your energy sink in. And don't forget to replenish yourself after having conversations with someone. Have a snack, I'm hearing. No, really, like, boost your energy back up, because you're going to be putting a lot of energy into your communications. What do you wish to grow? Temperance. Yeah, balance, patience, ease, doing things with ease, letting things flow. Reciprocity between you and whoever you're talking to. What do you want me to say about that part? The Hangman. Yeah, it's like you have to just trust the universe. Trust that it is making a difference. That's really just what I keep saying. What I keep hearing here. It's like, maybe you keep saying something over and over again. It's like, I don't know why they don't understand it. You have to release it. Release that worry. Release the fear that they're not going to get it. Because in the end, it doesn't matter if they get what you're saying or they don't. You get what you're saying. And then you make the decision about what you want to do with that. If you know you're right, if you know how you feel, then just be at ease with it. And all you can do is allow that other person that you're engaging with to come to their own conclusion. And if it's in resonance with you, then you will connect. Here, you will. If their energy matches your energy, you will come together. So trust that will happen if it needs to. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't need to. But I do feel like it will. I feel like whoever you're having a difficult conversation with, and maybe this hasn't happened yet, they will understand you. They will get it. It will change their perspective on something. How can you bring your goals and intentions into fruition? Page of Pentacles. understand that you have had a transformation, you are in a new energy, and that you're still learning things about this new you that you're becoming. You haven't quite settled in, I'm hearing, into the bones of this transformative you that you are now, or this transformed you that you are now. So you're still learning how to say things a different way, how to receive things in a different way. And it's going to take a little bit of practice until it becomes second nature. So I'm getting a message here that you might, during a conversation, be more self-reflective. Observe more what it is that you're feeling. And that might not be second nature to you, but it is going to be in time. This is a very kind of strange message, Gemini. Okay, what additional resources are available to you as you manifest your goals? 6 of Pentacles. Well, there is somebody here helping you. You do have resources and help. The Hermit. You have yourself. The Empress. You have yourself helping you. Okay, Gemini, I'm getting called to close it like right there. So I'm going to let you go. Interesting. I hope this message gave you something, and I'll see you next time.